Hello, welcome to Growing Energy. I'm Energy. I'm here to do your reading for the Libra lunar eclipse that's coming up. Depending on wherever the world you are, it's either on the 24th or the 25th. It's in the sign of Libra at 5 degrees. I am a Libra sun at 5 degrees, so I've been going through it. I'm not really going through it, but I can tell there's something in the air. And with eclipse season, with this first eclipse now, and the other one coming up, I think on April 8th or 9th, when we're in eclipse season, we have to just let things fall. Let the chips fall where they may. If something's leaving your life, let it leave. If something's entering your life, let it come in, but use discernment. So welcome. If this is your first time checking out my channel, thank you so much. If you are returning, what's up? Thank you so much. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And let's go ahead and get started and see what this lunar eclipse, we'll do another reading for like the solar eclipse, but this one is a lunar eclipse. So let's see what this lunar eclipse will be bringing in to your life. So pile 1, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm just going to lay all these cards out. I'm not even going to read the back. And before you worry about anything, let me get all these cards out, and then I'm going to tell you what I see. All right, so for pile 1, okay. I remember when I was shuffling these cards, I definitely was thinking of the show Friends. I'm sure everyone knows the TV show Friends, right? But just the word Friends kept coming in. And then this card Friends came out. So let me tell you what I'm seeing. There's karma that you had with some friend groups in your life. What's changing in your life is a new set of people is starting to come in, right? A new set of people that is going to be more aligned with you and the things that you're into. Let's say the friends that you have now, or some of them are judgmental against like the spiritual stuff that you might be into. Well, you're going to be meeting people, and I'm looking at Cancer. I'm automatically thinking, I know Cancer rules the 4th house, but for me, it rules the 5th house of like pleasure and stuff and kids and everything. So I'm looking at it as with this nurture and this Cancer energy, this is you nurturing yourself through better relationships. And I'm seeing this because with the spiritual cleanse coming out, if it was just friends in past life, I'd have been like, okay, you have some friends coming in from a past life. But right now I am 100% seeing that there are some friends that are going to be leaving your life. And when the moon happens, when the lunar eclipse happens, the energy is like, I feel like a month before and up to like 6 months after. Whatever is supposed to be leaving, let it leave. Because what I'm feeling is with the stop giving away your power, a lot of the issues that you've been facing within your personal relationships, personal life, is because of the fact that you're allowing people to overstep boundaries. You're not really standing up for yourself. You're thinking maybe especially if you've had these friends for a long time, or these people that you can consider friends, or these people that are close to you. It could even be like close family. You've been around these people your whole life or for a long time, and then all of a sudden you feel as though you have some kind of tie to them, like you owe them something, like, well, we've been friends for this long, we have to keep going. But what you're being asked to do is stop giving away your power and start nurturing yourself more. And the minute you make that switch, like this moon is begging you to make that switch to going from putting other people first to putting yourself first. That's going to be the thing that helps you with your most success, is really focusing and concentrating on what you can do for yourself. I don't really want to read the back of this because it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on here. But with the blue door, and I'm seeing the color blue here, and I'm thinking water sign, and we have blue here. I'm thinking cutting away. Some of you could be a Cancer, or this friend that's being spoken about is a Cancer. But either way, that energy, that love, that abundance, even the communication that you give, like you could be the person that your friends will call in the middle of the night to say, oh, this is going on or whatever. But when you need help, you don't really have the same amount of energy coming your way. Like it's not the same thing. there, my dad always used to tell me this saying, and it could resonate with you. Like, if this reading is resonating, great. If it's not, just take what does and let everything else fly, or choose a different pile. But my dad always had this saying that, and he's Jamaican, so the translation is it might be a little off, but he says, a person will ride a free horse until it's dead. If you consistently, what that means is if you consistently give of yourself just because you feel like you need to be the good friend, and you need to do all these things, right? None of these people that are taking from you, that need to be spiritually cleansed from your life, are going to say, hey, stop giving me all that money. Stop giving me all that food. Stop taking care of me. Stop going out of your way for me. They're not going to say stop, because they benefit from you overextending yourself. And what your spirit guides and what this season, this eclipse season, is doing is ushering in a time period where the main focus in your life isn't going to be the people that you're around. You no longer will you need to be a people pleaser. No longer will you need to focus on worrying about being there for everyone else. What you need to release is your people pleasing tendencies and your need to always show up for everyone. Like, I know you want to be a good friend and everything, but it's me being a Libra, I understand this concept, right? People always think like, oh, Libras are, they're trying, or they're balanced, or they're balanced. It's like, no, we're always unbalanced. What we're trying to do is find balance. I think the balance that you need to find, especially with this Libra moon, is with partnerships. You need to find balance in partnerships, whether it be love relationships, friendships, family, or whatever. And how much are you giving out? How much are you giving away? Because what you're doing is exhausting yourself. And it's so funny, I put this under the spiritual cleanse card. Some of you can definitely benefit from taking a spiritual bath or doing some kind of a spiritual cleanse that cleanses your energy from people, especially from your past. So this could even be a relationship that already ended within the past few months, that their energy is still kind of lingering. And this was some kind of karma that you had to work out with someone from a past life. It's almost like not really a spiritual relationship, because with Cancer here, and Cancer is one of those water signs, it's spiritual signs, I'm just thinking maybe this friendship was tied to or having something to do with your mother's friend, mother's side of the family, something that has to do with the maternal line. That's where this friend came from. But this is somebody from a past life, or this group of people are from a past life that need to be eclipsed and released from your life. And as soon as you release these people, or the energy of these people that kind of I don't want to say dirtied your energy, but the fact that spiritual cleanse is here, it's like going around those people, you would always feel heavier. And maybe you make excuses for it, Sometimes spiritual people, we always think that, oh, I know what I'm doing. I got it. I can fix it. I can cleanse myself. I can do what I need to do. But there might be something that is unseen, something that, a cord or a connection, because of some kind of karma that you had to play out with this person, that's kind of bringing itself into this time period and saying, hey, we need you to end this once and for all and cut this tie that you have with this energy or this person. Maybe you've consistently had the same kind of person coming into your life. Like, they say if we don't learn our lesson, God or spirit will always send a person, or, a person that reminds you of someone from the past, and you keep getting the same kind of person in different form until you heal whatever that is, until you break that cycle and choose that you want to do better. And how do you break whatever cycles that are holding you to the past and tethering you to anything from the past that needs to be eclipsed out of your life, is to stop giving away your power. And with this right now, that means like right now, this eclipse is coming up, it's time for a new energy and with this lunar eclipse, it's definitely like, what haven't you, and for those of you that have extreme people pleasing tendencies, what you haven't let go of is going to be taken out of your life. Some of you could potentially have a fight with a friend, but this person is like a friend to me. This person is like not someone that you would tell your deepest, darkest secrets to, but you've known them for years. So you're kind of like, oh, but they're a friend of mine. But it's very telling if you don't trust this person, or when you get good news, you don't run to tell this person because you're out of fear of how this person is going to react. That's very telling. So surrounding yourself with the right people, or showing yourself more nurturing, showing yourself more love, communicating more with yourself your boundaries that you have, and making sure the people that claim to care about you aren't overstepping those boundaries is going to be something that leads you to big happy changes and a lot of success. I'm going to pull a few of these cards, these affirmation cards, and I just want to see with this lunar eclipse for pile 1, what are some of the things that they need to know? What are some of the things that pile 1 needs to know with this lunar eclipse? Okay, I got 2 there. Let me just pull out. All right, so that's 4. All right, some of the things that you need to know and take heed of is, okay. Ooh, look at that. I will no longer shrink to fit into spaces that I have outgrown. You've outgrown these friendships. You've outgrown certain people from your past. These people were supposed to only go up to a certain area, like certain time period in your life, you know, because you have past life karma, but it's time to get rid of these people. It's like new energy is trying to come in. By the time the solar eclipse in April comes in, you're going to see a huge change, but don't be afraid to walk away from what is no longer serving you. Slow progress is still progress. I'm doing a good job, especially if you've had people that have kind of like friends that when you're like, oh, you know, let's say you're on a weight loss journey and you only lost a pound this month or this week. And, you know, you tell your friend, you know, I lost a pound, especially say if you have PCOS or any kind of condition where it's hard for you to lose weight, or you're just older in age. And, you know, when the older you get, the more your metabolism slows down. So let's say you say, oh, I lost a pound. And this person's like, well, you know, if you're doing it right or eating right, you should have lost 5 pounds already. You know, like those people that kind of diminish even the little things that you do. So then you stop nurturing yourself or celebrating the small wins because of their opinions. Like, get away from letting someone else's opinion rock your foundation and start putting your trust and your energy into what you think about yourself. No longer what anyone else thinks about you. Don't let anyone dictate your happiness or where it should be. Okay, things are always working out for me, no matter how it looks at any point in time. 100%. With this eclipse that's coming in, eclipse season is fated changes, fated endings, and fated beginnings. No matter what happens, even if this is a big blowout fight between you, a lover, family members, whatever it is, just know that everything happening right now with the Libra energy, with Libra being the sign of partnerships, especially when it has to do with other people, let the chips fall where they may, because everything is happening according to divine will and divine timing, and you are surrounded by God's white light of protection. I don't need all the answers to keep moving forward. Right. If someone decides they don't want to be your friend and you know this person isn't 100% good for you, instead of going and saying, hey, can we just discuss this? What's going on? Let's work through this, blah, blah. You know, if you know it within yourself, you know, your intuition will tell you, I know this person isn't good for me. You know this person isn't good for you, then you need to go ahead and walk away from this, and don't let anything or anyone hold you in situations that you should have outgrown and that you should let go of, because what we don't let go of on our own, these eclipses will make sure to release those things for us. And it might be a little painful, but don't worry, because things are always working out for you, no matter how it looks at any point in time. And then my feelings are valid and I will honor them. This is key. I don't give a shit who it is, who you're dealing with, who they say they are in your life. If they don't take your feelings into consideration, cleanse yourself from their energy, let them go and keep it moving. Because if someone doesn't care about you as much as you're out here caring about them, or they don't consider you as much as you're considering them, then why are you even giving them access to you? Like 100%, why are you allowing them access to you? Pile 1, I hope you have a great lunar eclipse. Don't be too scared about what's going to happen. I hope you get nothing but the best and nothing but blessed and great things happen for you on this journey. And I will see you soon. Okay, pile 2. If you chose this deck right here, you chose pile 2, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and lay everything out, and then we'll see what the cards are after I do that. So Okay, so pile two. I remember one of the first things that popped into my mind when I pull these out, right? So the eclipses are happening on the Libra Aries axis, right? And Libra is the sign of partnerships, balance, beauty, because it's ruled by Venus. Aries is more of a fiery sign. Aries is and we don't have Aries full moons. I think we have Aries full moons in Libra season and then Libra moons, and I think in Aries season. I think it's like flipped that way. But Libra and Aries are sister signs, like they're opposite signs. So the thing about these two signs is where one lacks, the other one is strong. And like, let's say Libras are more tactful and Aries will speak their mind quickly. Well, the thing about the difference between these two is Aries can learn how to use more tact that Libra has, and Libra can learn how to speak up for themselves in a way that Aries is really good at, It's like whatever your opposite sign is, you can literally pull off the energy of that sign to be able to communicate yourself, or just if you're looking for a way to change yourself moving ahead in the future. What I'm getting from this 100% is, okay, this might be for a small group of you. I'll pull out different messages, but right now, because we're talking about partnerships, the Libra lunar eclipse, I feel like there is a couple, right? Or somebody that you were with in the past in a romantic relationship with. This person kind of brought you down, or when opportunities came your way or good things happened for you, this person was always envious. This person was envious, and then they tried to find ways to make you feel bad for whatever accomplishments you have. With the past coming out here, I don't feel like, because we're asking about what this lunar eclipse, this new moon, I think it's a new moon lunar eclipse, yeah, is what it's bringing into our lives, right? What I'm seeing is the peace and the blessings that are coming in after having to deal with this person. I feel heavy energy of envy. I feel like if this is a relationship reading or a reading about somebody from the past that really didn't have as much, it's like this person was jealous of you, right? Let's say you guys got together and they had a mask on, everything was fine. Or when you guys got together, there were a lot of things happening for that person, right? There's a male and a female in this card, but I'm not even going to assign any gender to anybody. We're just looking at this couple, and you see the way this person is looking at them, right? And I almost feel like this eye is watching this person right here. And I almost feel like this person is the same person here. I feel like when you first started dating, the house that you built, or when you first started this relationship, the house that you built together kind of looked like this. It was together. There was light around it. That, you saw opportunity, you saw abundance, you saw blessings, you saw a lot of good things. You had hope for the future. And then slowly you recognize, like, this might not be where I need to be. And part of that comes with the fact that with this person, like, okay, when you accomplish something great and you say, man, I really worked hard on that. This was so amazing. I did my best. I'm so thankful that I was able to get this. It's like you're showing your self-appreciation, right? And that's not a bad thing at all. But this person kind of giving narcissistic little tendencies, I feel like this person would make you feel bad for like speaking highly of yourself. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull out different cards. This person will kind of make you feel like, well, why are you speaking about yourself that way? Or you're being conceited, and the whole time it was because they felt as though they couldn't keep up with you. And this led to, I feel like we have joint finances here. This person could have been like spending money that wasn't theirs, or the two of you had a joint bank account, and this person was just like, they would just take out money almost like a form of punishment. Like, let's say one person makes the money, the other person is spending a lot. When this person says, hey, you know, we need to work on our budget or whatever the case is, this person is like, well, this is our money. This is the money that we have together. Like, you know, manipulation, like trying to make you feel bad for having boundaries. And so your appreciation for all your hard work then turns to sadness. You start looking at yourself like, you know, maybe this person's right. Maybe I'm not good enough. But I'm saying right now, between this lunar eclipse in Libra and this climax and the solar eclipse, I know this is a full moon eclipse, but the solar eclipse that's going to come up in April, in the beginning of April, I feel like there is a letting go of this energy. And I also feel like because you are understanding that your feelings are valid, right? You need to be supported, especially when it comes to finances, and you're removing yourself from this, I'm all over the place. You're removing yourself from this place that feels dead. Maybe it's a relationship that feels dead. You feel dead inside. I'm not going to even say the color black, you know, mourning or death or, you know, like sad or depressed energy, because I'm one of those people that has a lot of Scorpio placements in my chart. And the color black is powerful to me. I do not feel weaker. I do not feel like I'm in mourning. I feel like I can conquer the world when I'm wearing the color black. So with even saying that, I feel like there's a lot of the one place that you shouldn't have to have your armor on is within the home, is within your relationships. And you should not be with somebody that watches everything you do. It's almost like we went from this happy, bright house to foggy, everything looks dead and barren. It's time to let go. That fiery climax can literally be you walking away. And with this opportunity, unexpected income, if you have joint finances with someone and you feel as though, I might be stuck, what about this? Pay attention to the fact that this person might not have even been really adding to your life or giving that much, or their contribution might not even have been that much. So you're worried about someone who you can do better than by yourself. And between these eclipses, you do have unexpected money coming in. But speaking of this person within this relationship, what is going on with this relationship? Who is this person? Give me some. We definitely know it ain't that. Let's describe what this relationship is. Right. Heartbroken. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. If you are going through a breakup during this time, if everything comes to a head during this time period, let it fall out of your life. I feel like there's a narcissistic person in here, and we even had healthy choices in reverse. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Making healthy choices also means letting go of people that you constantly have to feel on guard and on watch for. How is this a relationship that makes you feel empowered if you're always being blamed for something? If you're always being made to feel like there's something wrong with you, or, you're not doing good enough. And this person was really good at manipulating you and your finances. This might not be a reading for everybody, right? But if you've been worried about your finances, and even though you're worried about your finances, you're still finding time to give to another person and to try to fill their cup, you got to get out of that. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Speaking up for yourself, having self-love, especially when you're a people pleaser, because that's also something that needs to be eclipsed out, especially with the Libra energy, this Libra eclipse. That people-pleasing tendency is for the birds, honey. We need to stop that. The people-pleasing, or the diminishing your wants, your needs, and what you feel to make someone else feel better needs to get out of here, because I don't know if I said it in this pile or the pile before, that saying that a person will ride a free horse until it's dead, meaning that people will use you and no one's going to say, hey, you know what? You look tired. I'm tired of using you. I don't want to use you anymore because you look like you're in pain, or you look like you can't, handle all of this, or, me asking you for money all the time is draining you. I'll stop. Some of these people are just like, well, if you're giving it, I'm just going to keep on taking. You don't want to surround yourself with anyone that sees you as a way out or something they can just take from. Let me pull some other cards. These are affirmation cards. Where do you need to be empowered this month? What is going to make you empowered? Where do you need your energy to go this month? What messages do we have for my beautiful pile twos? What else do you want them to know? Okay, let me get one more. Let me get one more. Okay. So this one. First of all, that jumping card was, I don't have to keep up with anyone because I run my own race. I feel like maybe this person in the past used to like, oh, you know, when narcissistic people are like, let's say if you're dating a woman, right? Man or female, if you're dating a woman and this woman is always like, you know, oh, well, this person always has money. You know, you're always working so much, you don't have any money. What's going on with that? Like they try to make you feel bad for, oh, well, you know, this person lost 30 pounds. You've been on a weight loss journey. You've only lost 10. Like, you know, they always try to compare you to other people and make you feel bad. And it's really envy. It's envy because there's good luck that you have, especially with money. And if you don't feel that, if you don't feel like this has been your life up till now, it's going to start coming in. And best believe this person from your past is always going to find ways to watch you. It is imperative that you take salt baths regularly. If weekly is too much for you, bi-weekly, monthly, because you have energy of people watching you, especially people that don't want to see you reach your fullest potential. And especially could be some people from past relationships, but don't let anyone compare you to anyone else. You are running your own race. We have, I'm on the way to where I want to be. Exactly. You are running your own race and you will get there in due time. Don't let anyone rush you. My setbacks make me stronger for the next steps in my journey. If you feel like losing this relationship, losing money in the past, losing out on close friends or whatever is, you know, like you felt bad at the time, with eclipse energy, you have to let everything flow the way it does. Things are going to happen between these two eclipses that are going to be destined and fated. And you're just going to have to let it happen because it's helping you on your next journey. And I'm at peace. I exist in a natural state of ease. For those of you that have been going through a tough breakup or something that kind of set you back, you don't have to stress about it. Be at peace within yourself. And I'm telling you, because of it's almost like you were sent this negative energy or whoever this person was because you had to learn how to appreciate yourself, your own energy, where you were, right? And with this Aries here, the first, you know, initiatory energy, like you, it's all about you. It's all about figuring out who you are and understanding that your feelings are valid and how powerful you are. And the more you lean into that, the more you lean into being at peace and you know, being on your own race and not comparing yourself to other people, is the more money is going to start coming in your way. So you definitely have some money coming in once you start putting yourself first. Pile 2, thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed eclipse this weekend, and I hope to see you again for one of my readings soon. Bye. Okay, so if you chose pile 3 or you chose this right here, we're going to go ahead and lay all the cards out and see what we get from this. Oh yeah, this was the pile that I liked. Let's move everything here. Right. So I'm going to tell you what could definitely be happening for you. Look at the big area. Okay. First of all, this card says forgive and forget, right? A ritual cleansing of pain and lies, arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. I feel like this new sunrise, with the brightness of this card coming through, is newness. This pile, I see someone that spiritually has been taking care of themselves. Spiritually, you've been learning different ways to be. And the hardest thing that you had to learn was patience in all areas of your life. But because of that patience that you had, especially if you feel like you had lack in the financial area, because of that patience that you had, you've got some money coming in. We see winning money, payoff for effort, recognition, financial growth coming to fruition, abundance. We see celebration, and then we see debt paid off. So for those of you that have been stressing about money, this is your pile. This is definitely your pile, and there is a change coming in within your money. Now, when people talk about eclipses, especially when it comes to full moon eclipses, not just full moon eclipses, new moon or full moon eclipses, whichever one, but a lunar eclipse, which is the moon eclipse, right? Eclipse of the moon. And the moon is, it's an eclipse because it's close to the south node, which is in Libra. So the moon and the south node are in Libra right now, right? With these coming in, a lot of people always think like, okay, well, something is leaving my life. Oh, I just got this new job. I'm going to lose this job and I'm going to lose my money. And, they start freaking out. But a lot of times, sometimes it could be what's being eclipsed is the fact that you have been living paycheck to paycheck, or you've been struggling to get by. That struggle life that you had before is being eclipsed out of your life. And now you have money coming in. This is an abundance transit for you. There is abundance coming in. What really helped you out with Capricorn spirit here, so this is a spiritual card. Capricorn, I'm thinking earth sign, I'm thinking balance, I'm thinking steps, right? You go step A, step B, step C, step D. I feel like whoever's watching this, getting to this patience was a process. Before, you kept paying attention to what you had and, okay, I don't have enough. Oh, I'm trying to do this. Like, you went from worrying about every single penny to almost like, well, you know what? It's going to happen when it happens. Now, are we human? Yes. Are there times when you feel as though, I've been patient, or God, when is this going to happen for me? Because I feel like I have really been going out of my way to try to change my thought process and, to see the bigger picture. Why am I going through this right now? Okay, what's going on? A lot of times you went from being positive about things, shining your light, to this dimming. It means like, it went from feeling positive to feeling negative, ebbs and flows, which it has to do with Libra, because Libra is a balance, where the scales, it's the balancing of the scales. It's the, are you thinking too much about what's not going right for you? Or, are you focused on the positive thinking? What you did was you changed your thought process to something that was more forward thinking, or you're in the process of doing that. This eclipse is bringing out that part of you that's like, okay, I know I'm not destined for failure. I know I work hard. Yes, some of you may have key Pisces placements, so you have Saturn there, which means, things might come to you a little after, putting some work into it. Might not be right away. That's why we see within the next few months. But with eclipse energy, I believe the eclipse energy is a month before. Like, it's not just the day of. It starts a month before and goes up to, like, I think 6 months afterwards. So you using this forward thinking, paying attention to the light, paying attention to the positivity, paying attention to all the positive things around you. Like, instead of pulling the negative things out of your day, like, she could easily look around and say, oh, it's snowing outside, it's cold, I can't go outside, or, whatever. There's this thing on my dress, it's ripped, whatever. She can focus on that, or she can say, the snow looks beautiful when it's untouched. Beautiful snowfall. I can take pictures of it. I'm having a great hair day. This plant is growing, and I didn't really think that I had a green thumb, and which I'm seeing a tree here too. Plant. There's a lot of things growing. A lot of financial growth coming into you because of how you're able to change your thought process from seeing nothing but the negative to the positive. And we could sometimes do this for years and feel a little bit weary because things didn't change as fast as we thought they should, or when we thought they should. But your spirit guides are basically saying you're forward thinking, you changing the way you think is going to lead to this celebration. Between these two eclipses, look for chances for you to be more positive, more optimistic. There's going to be a situation that comes up that you're going to maybe take a chance on that, you can either sit and like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, who knows, whatever, you know, because maybe the work that has to go into it and the patience that needs to be done. But within 6 months, if you decide I'm ready for a challenge, I want to change in my life, I'm going to go out and get that change. I believe in myself. I have a great light inside. I'm a forward thinker. I see the best within every situation. Because of all those things, you're going to go out for something, and going out for something is going to lead to that celebration. So what do we have coming in for this time period? We have finances getting better. We have financial growth. We have not just financial growth, right? There's so many different things on these trees. None of them directly look like money, but because there's so much, it's so much that it's starting to fall off, like fall right into your hand. Like you don't have to worry about going up to pick whatever's at the top, or, you know, opportunities, like basically opportunities coming in for you to make more money. You're not going to have to choose. It's like opportunities will start coming to you. You'll almost feel like you have good luck. Now, a lot of times with eclipses, sometimes it could be a situation to where something bad happened. Maybe you had to go into debt. Maybe you had car issues or something come up where you quickly had to pay something off, and that kind of put you into debt, or you had to buy something, just something that you had to do. This has to do with the lunar eclipse, and Libra has to do with partnerships and other people. Maybe you took out a loan or something, some kind of money for someone else or to help someone else out, and you're being rewarded with money back because of that, because you were being so selfless. Or maybe you gave money not even expecting anything in return. You didn't expect anything to come from it. And that's usually the best, because when we're blessed, like what's that saying? When you give behind closed doors, God rewards you openly. But when you give and tell everyone you gave, like that's the only reward you get, because, you know, basically like your ego in it. So I feel like whoever this person is, you go from having your debts, having patience that things are going to go better for you. Things get better, and you're not a selfish person, so you turn around and share it with the people around you. And because you share so much and people see you as so generous, they start to bring you more opportunities. They start to bring you more money. Don't be surprised if someone who owed you money from the past comes back in to actually rectify that situation and bring you money that you need or that you've been waiting for, but you kind of like wrote off, like, oh, I'm not going to get this money from this person, whatever. It's a possibility for some of you out there. Now I'm going to pull some affirmation cards to see what else wants to be told to you for this month. What else can pile 3 expect for this month? What else is going on with my pile 3? Okay. What else do we have? What other messages do we have for pile 3 for this eclipse season? Or for this lunar eclipse? I'm going to shuffle a few more times, and then we're just going to put it away. Okay. One more time. Right. Okay. Perfect. My past was practice. I'm learning to do and be better with each day that goes by. Especially when you utilize, maybe in the past you weren't patient when you were going through things. And because you've kind of given up to the universe and let the chips fall where they may, it's like you're learning now how to be more patient, or how like much blessings come in when you don't force anything and you let it happen. Because maybe you've been trying to make money for a long time. You've been trying to figure out a way to get yourself out of this situation for a long time. Well, now you're figuring that way out. Now that way is coming to you. No longer will you have to reach for it or search for it. It's going to come to you, especially during this eclipse season. We have what I want wants me too. So for those of you that are wanting more money, it's coming. It wants you too. You feel the way you feel for a reason. Okay? Don't let anyone make you feel like you're crazy for thinking the way you do, for feeling like you have big abundance coming in. You are a forward thinker. And when you're a forward thinker, you usually see things differently than everyone else does. Other people see lack, you see abundance and possibility. And then we have, I am on the way to where I want to be. Exactly. For those of you that this is financial abundance, you are on your way to that. And I'm so happy for you for what's about to move within your life. But you're being asked to consistently be patient, have patience, that your life is changing, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not, no matter how you feel, especially if you have planets in the first early degrees of Libra or other cardinal signs, especially Capricorn, your life is going to be changed after this eclipse season, you know, especially if you have planets in Aries as well, too, around the 19th degree. But your life is going to be different within this time period. And I'm so happy for what's about to move in your life and the positive things that are coming in. And that money, too. Send me some. All right, Pile 3. I hope you have a blessed lunar eclipse and hope to see you again soon. Bye.